What's up guys and welcome back to Mason Hunter Plays, where today we have some more of the 100 line Last Defense Academy. So last time out we continued down the Retsnom route. As Dotami continued to deal with pain from Retsnom being inside of her, we had another sabotage of the Rashenomatic, and so we went out, try to find materials to fix it. While we're out there, Veshnes shows up and is about to kill me, Tsubasa, and Hideko, but then Dotami shows up, shoots some poison out of her arm, which poisons Veshnes and scares her away. But because she went out there, she passes out, which causes Sire to see her arm and decide he wants to kill her, but then Eito steps in, kills Sire, blows up in the process, and then tells us he is the one that sabotaged everything, but only because he wanted to take everybody's attention off of Dotami and the monster inside of her, and then he dies. So now it's just been Dotami slowly transforming into more of a monster. She seems to have forgotten a lot of the softer moments that she's had in the past with Takumi, so there's a little bit of a concern there. She's now just a giant blob, so don't know what that exactly means, but it has a lot of questions still about what Retsnom is actually doing and whether or not it can produce this ruby tear that will bring people back to life. And of course we still have Dalsha on the way. I think day 93 is typically when he comes back. Yes, I believe that's the case. So yeah, we just got some more free time. So that's what we'll be doing for now. The evening announcement played, reminding me that it was getting late. I didn't want to stress my body out too much, so I got into bed and went to sleep. Early that morning, Takamaru suddenly called me out to the schoolyard.
Good morning, Takumi.
You're late, Takumi. Sorry. What are we doing here, though?
Yeah, why'd you get me out of bed? It's so early and it's all guys here.
Ain't it obvious? We're gonna train for the next battle.
Training? Right now?
Even when we fight with Hemo-Anima, it all comes down to stamina in the end. And we never know when that old dude's gonna come back. So we gotta beef ourselves up while we still can.
Right, I'm in. Ugh, no thanks. And again, why is it only guys here?
What are you, stupid or something? We gotta be stronger so we can protect the girls. That's why you only invited the boys? Speaking of which, where's Ima? I tried to drag him along too, but he switched himself out with a teddy bear when I wasn't looking.
What? How's that even possible? Like you had his arm?
I'm confused. He'd have made a great magician.
If Ima's not doing it, your whole boys protect the girls premise falls apart, right? Let's call the whole thing off.
Say no time to chicken out, Gaku. I don't know. If it'll help us get through the next battle even a little easier, it's worth a try.
You're on his side? You've got to be kidding me.
No more whining. Let's get started.
Right. I'm ready to train until I puke. No guts, no glory. Why me?
And then Gaku died. And nobody cried. The end. And so, I ended up spending a day of intense physical training with my male teammates. It wasn't easy, but it did help me clear my mind. The whole thing left me feeling weirdly refreshed and fulfilled afterwards. I hadn't spoken to Dotami since her most recent transformation, so I decided to go to her room and check on her. I don't know if she can answer, but I'll ring the bell anyway. Hello? Dotami? No response. Maybe she's still asleep? No point in forcing her to get up. In fact, I'm not even sure how I'd wake her, the way she is now. Guess I'll do some more research in the library. I haven't helped him out for a couple of days now. I don't think my body could handle Takamaru's training regimen every single day either. We'd probably be in a less desperate position if the others from the second to last Defense Academy were here with us. I know second guessing my decisions won't do any good, but sometimes I can't help wondering what might have been. I shook my head in an effort to clear my thoughts and headed for the library. Hello, Takumi. Did you come to help out again? Yeah, I feel bad leaving you to do it all alone. Have you made any progress? Not great, but I don't want to complain when there's still more I can do. Don't push yourself too hard. Your safety's still our main concern here. I know. I just want to feel like I'm a real part of this team right up to the end. Thank you. I really am grateful for everything you've done for us. You don't have to go all formal on me. Anyway, we don't have a lot of time left. We should try to get through the rest of these books. Sure thing. Just tell me what to do. We spent the rest of the day doing as much research as we could. But just like before, we didn't find any new information about Revival, Retsnom, or the Ruby Tier. Day 92. Just 8 days left until our final day here. It's looking more and more like we won't get the Ruby Tier in time. But even if that happens, I won't give up on reviving everyone. And to do that, the rest of us need to survive. Now more than ever, we really can't afford to lose. Alright, I'm all fired up now. I jumped out of bed. I needed to work off some of this nervous energy, and I knew just the place to do it. Alright guys, let's really put some spirit into it today. No guts, no glory. I'm up for that, but why is Ava here too?
I was ordered to detain Mr. Tsukumo.
I can't believe I let you catch me. You're persistent, I'll give you that.
Hey!
You need to start taking this seriously, man. Del Shah said we ought to strengthen our resolve before we fight him again, remember? He could tell we weren't putting our hearts into it. We need more spirit, more determination, more guts.
Right, I'll train hard to be the gutsiest piece of human garbage I can be. Ugh, there's no fighting this, is there? Fine, I'll do it. I suppose I'll participate too. If this helps me protect my dear sister, I'll gladly suffer through it.
That's more like it. If we're gonna train, you gotta do it with everything you got. Okay, let's do this. I spent another day in the schoolyard with the other guys, training both our bodies and our spirits. And it's Del Shah today. It started before the morning announcement, probably as soon as the sun rose. I leapt out of bed, awakened by the sudden blaring of the alarm. This is... It's Del Shah. He's finally here. This is it. Time for our showdown. I immediately flew out of my room and ran as fast as I could to the war room.
Good, everyone's here. It's time to settle this. I'm very happy to get another chance to kill invaders.
Is it Del Shah? Is he back?
Yeah, we saw him on the monitor just now.
What say we show him just how strong our resolve is now?
Forget resolve. How did your trap turn out, Nozomi?
I managed to figure it out, but I was the only able to make one, so we'll only get one chance at this. Here's the device. You put it on the ground like a regular landmine. When an enemy comes within range, it will trip the sensors and activate automatically. I'm going to find a place to set this. Once it's in place, I'll need you to lure Del Shah over to it.
And when it goes off, he'll inhale the poison.
If that weakens him, we might finally be able to land some attacks.
But considering how strong he is, it's still going to be tough beating him even if this works. If things get really bad, I'll sacrifice myself to get him into the right position, unless you think he'll literally be repulsed by me and go the other way instead.
Is Donami still the same as before? Has she started talking again yet?
No, still no change.
We still have to fight. It's the only way for us, not to mention all of humanity, to survive.
Wait, what the hell? That wasn't Ato, was it? Sorry, but that's not going to cut it anymore. Huh? That voice. What? What? Huh? Ow! Is this another hallucination? What is happening?
The commander told you to strengthen your resolve, didn't he? What's needed here isn't the will to survive, but the determination to kill your opponent.
Hey.
You need to be ruthless enough to strike down anyone who stands in your way. Ato, how can you be here? I thought you couldn't be brought back anymore. That's right. Someone you thought couldn't be revived is suddenly alive again, and there's only one explanation for that.
You mean the Ruby Tier?
The Ruby Tier that Retsnom makes. Donami actually figured it out. I'm here again thanks to Donami. That much is true. But I don't have time to explain. I'll go into the details after we win the battle. For now, I suggest we get out on the battlefield and fight.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But you better tell us everything when this is over. I have no idea what's happening anymore.
Now, let us begin. Show me your resolve.
Nozomi, you'll have to take the lead here.
Right. I won't let you down. We'll cover you while you get the job done. Let's do this, guys.
What? Poison?
It worked! We did it! There's still gas lingering around him, so we should probably focus on the other enemies first.
Understood. The main event will have to wait.
Incredible. I never would have guessed there was a poison that could work on me. I'm impressed. Using any and all means to secure victory is what war is all about. And this is a battle for the survival of our respective species. We must both do whatever it takes.
Yeah, I honestly didn't even consider this, but we still don't know the truth about Futurum yet. So we don't even know about the Futurans, we don't understand the truth about the invaders and the commanders and what they are, so let's say you came down this path first, you wouldn't really know about any of this.
The survival of our species?
You haven't killed me yet, though. Come, let's finish it. This will be our final showdown. Only the victor will survive.
Why'd you have to say final showdown? Because it made me think of final countdown, but it's not quite right. Moments passed.
I will not yield. I will not run.
But you will die.
Die on the battlefield is the fate of all true warriors.
I do kind of want to get to know Dalshaw a bit more, because we only get these little glimpses of him, and he does seem like a very interesting character, just because of the mindset that he has, you know, that his whole purpose is basically just to fight and die on the battlefield, trying to achieve victory. So I don't know, I am curious about him.
Looks like you're getting what you wanted. You'll die in battle. If that's the kind of death you want, I'll be glad to give it to you.
So, I have lost. My life has finally reached its end. But it is you I feel sorry for. So young. Yet you are weapons that exist to kill, and nothing more.
Weapons?
None of us want your pity, old man. The battle is over. It's time for you to die.
Again, it's really interesting to see Ato a part of the team without being brainwashed or without knowing the full truth. It's him. It's his crazy psycho self. It's kind of funny. Oh, oh, never mind. Ato's just stealing the kill. What if I wanted it, Ato?
It's over.
I do kind of wish they had given him maybe like a second version of that, like with the more crazy side of him exposed. I know it's a little detail, but it would have been kind of interesting to see. But it's nice that Veshnes didn't come in and steal the kill like she normally does. Another successful battle for the books. What a relief.
Why'd you go and finish him off on your own? Aren't you even the real Ato?
Would you mind not spewing that putrid spittle when you speak in that nails-on chalkboard voice of yours? Yeah, he's the real Ato, all right. Of course I am. Anybody could see that.
So, Miss Amamiya really did create a ruby tear and use it to bring you back, Mr. Altsky.
So it seems. Only one, though. She's still in her giant fleshy form right now. She said she'll need more time to make enough tears for the others. The first one she made all went to reviving me.
We're still going to have to wait, huh?
But this proves the ruby tear really works, right? It means can bring the others back too.
Yeah. I know it's kind of a joke, but man, sometimes the localization team for these Spike Chunsoft games, I get there can be a few here and there, but there are several in most of their games.
I'll finally be able to see them again. I will, won't I? We could definitely use the extra manpower. Our final battle with Veshnes can't be far away now.
I gotta hand it to you, Ato. You came back right when we needed you.
I never thought I'd see the day when you'd be complimenting me, Takamaru.
We finally have hope, and it's all thanks to Dadami.
Takumi, what's wrong?
Huh? Oh, nothing. You're right, this is great. We'll bring everyone back and win this war together. Things are really looking up for us now. With the battle over, we all heaved one big collective sigh of relief. Exhausted from a long, hard fight, everyone went back to their rooms to rest. But not me. There was something I needed to check on first. And once I'd done that, I need to have a conversation with the person responsible for all of this. I have to go to Datami's room. She's not going to brush me off this time. I don't like the silence, making me a little unnerved. Datami, I'm coming in.
Whoa, Takumi. Why don't you buy me drinks first? Hey, Takumi. It's been a while.
You've gone back to your human form, huh?
Technically, it's more like I can switch back to this whenever I want now.
That's a huge step forward. You're incredible, Datami. You're here too, Eito? Good. That makes things easier.
So, what's so urgent that you had to sneak into my room in the dead of night? If you want more ruby tears, it's gonna take a while. I've got the hang of how to make them now, but actually doing it is harder than you might think. Or did you want to talk to your darling Datami again that much? Or maybe you want to do more than talk? I don't mind if it's you, Takumi. I'll do anything you want. Is that a no? Do you want to know more about how I brought Eito back then?
Brought Eito back? Of course she did. I'm right here, aren't I? In that case, why is your body still in your grave in the schoolyard? Yeah, I didn't say it. I had the hunch, though, that he was going to check the grave to see if the body was still there. Because the thought did cross my mind when he first showed up. I'm like, oh, how did she get to his body and put the ruby tear inside of his body? Like, how did that work? But maybe the ruby tear, it's not quite what we think it is. Maybe she's just creating copies of them almost. I don't know if that makes sense. After the battle, I went to check on your body. Even with the damage and decomposition, I could still tell it was you. If you really used the ruby tear on him, Eito would have come back to life and got out of his grave. Eito Aotsuki is here in front of me, but his body is still in the ground. You know, they talk about Retsnom being able to create anything. I wonder if it gets powerful enough if it could just create life, maybe? It almost feels like it's the copying commander's ability in a way. I don't know if that makes sense either. How exactly is that possible? What's going on here?
Did it ever seem weird to you, Takumi? Retsnom can both eat and create anything at once. If something that powerful really existed, don't you think the planet would be overrun with them?
Are you trying to tell me you can't do that? Retsnom never had that kind of ability?
No, that part is true. I brought Eito back, didn't I? The reason there are no Retsnom left is because they all killed themselves.
They killed themselves?
Retsnom devours everything, even the memories of things it eats. At its core, it doesn't have a will or consciousness of its own. It just consumes anything it can and constructs an identity around their memories. If it eats a bird, it flies in the air. If it eats a dog, it runs on the ground.
And if it eats a person, it walks and talks like a person. So it killed Datami.
But sooner or later, it learns the truth and takes its own life. Its praised memories always end the same way, with the dark shadow bearing down on them. When Retsnom realizes that's what it really is, it's overcome with despair and chooses death.
You mean?
Retsnom absorbs everything into itself, even memories. So who needs the ruby tear? By eating just a tiny bit of Eito's body, I got all of his memories into the bargain. Then I used my Retsnom powers to transform part of my body, put those memories into it.
And here I am, alive again. No way. A new body? All the same memories copied into it? Did that really count as bringing someone back to life? And did that perfect copy still count as the same person?
We can still revive the original bodies with the ruby tear, but it's so much faster to just make new ones. And we're on a time crunch here, right? You want to bring the others back as soon as possible?
Maybe, but...
Actually, I'm glad you came when you did. I want to ask your advice about this. I figured, what if I absorb you all right now?
What? What do you mean?
Once I absorb you, I can use my Retsnom powers to recreate you right after. You'll still have all the same memories and personalities. You won't even notice any difference. But you'll be stronger than before, and I'll have a backup of your memories in case of emergencies. If you ever get in a situation where the Revive-O-Matic won't work on you, I can bring you back instead.
Do you have any idea how crazy that sounds?
I could actually create multiple copies of you, but even I think that'd be going too far. You'd probably end up killing each other over who is real and who is a copy.
Don't worry, Takumi. Getting absorbed doesn't hurt at all. You won't feel a thing. You could bring back the other team and make sure everyone survives to the end. Isn't that what you've been working toward all this time? You won't find a better way than this. I don't think...
Please, Takumi! I can't do this without you!
Oh, this took a very dark turn.
Let's bring everyone back and make it to a day 100 where no one has to die. I'm doing this for you, you know? All the pain, all the weird transformations. It's all been for you.
Dadami reached out her hand toward me. Perfect copies, inside and out. Everyone alive again. It really did sound like a great deal. But was it okay for us to do it this way? Wasn't it cheating somehow? I didn't know. I had to make a decision, but I had no idea what was right or wrong anymore. Maybe I should think about it another way. Is who I'm talking to really Dadami? The same Dadami I know and trust?
Hey!
Oof. Oh man, this took a very, very dark turn. 'Cause yeah, I'm guessing at some point Retsnom managed to fully take over her body, and so now it's got all of her memories and stuff. But I don't think this is Dadami anymore. I do wonder if all of that is true or if it left out some of the parts of how Retsnom works. I'm gonna say no. It doesn't sound like a good offer. It's not really bringing people back to life. It's just creating copies of them. Tell me something. Who are you?
Huh? What are you talking about, Takumi? I'm Dadami. I'm Amiya, obviously. Is my makeup so bad today that you don't recognize me? Wow, that's depressing as all hell.
Give it a rest, Dadami. I know you're not the same person I knew and trusted to do the right thing. You can keep using her name if you want, but it's not going to make me trust you anymore. You're being awfully ungrateful, aren't you? You're the reason this happened to Dadami in the first place. I know, but I just can't do it. I can't let you do this. I won't join you.
That's how it is, huh?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I turned around and left to go back to my own room. I was half expecting one of them to attack me while my back was turned, but they didn't lash out, didn't try to stop me. They just let me walk away. Well, that's not what I was expecting. The next morning, we all got together in the cafeteria, minus Dadami and Eito. I told everyone about what had happened last night.
So that's how Eito came back, and why Dadami's been changing so much. And now she wants to absorb all of us too. Quite the predicament. I'll refrain from saying I told you so.
I'm sorry I had to come to this.
So, we won't be able to revive the others after all.
Yeah, I'm not saying we shouldn't let Dadami absorb us, but we've come this far. Couldn't we get her to bring Nozomi's friends back at least?
Hey!
Don't be an idiot. We're talking about absorbing corpses and making new bodies with all the same memories. They wouldn't be the same people, just copies. No matter how much she misses them, Nozomi's not gonna want her friends back if they're not real. Poor Nozomi. Without another word, Nozomi turned and ran out of the cafeteria.
Nozomi!
We should probably give her some space. It's not our place to tell her how to feel. I feel bad for even bringing it up. I'm sorry. Someone as insensitive as me shouldn't be allowed to live. So what do we do now? About Retsnom, I mean. We basically need a plan to kill it, right?
Brother dearest.
Sorry, sister dearest, but as long as that monster is in this school, I can't guarantee your safety. It's our enemy, plain and simple.
You're right. The only thing we can do now is kill it.
Kill Dadami? But she's our friend.
That thing isn't Dadami anymore. It's just Retsnom wearing her skin. Sooner or later, it will try to absorb us. It's in its nature. We need a way to stop it.
I agree, but it's not going to be easy. We're dealing with a monster that can consume and create anything at once. Fighting it head-on will only guarantee our destruction. I'm assuming you have some kind of plan.
Yeah, it's not much, but it's all I've been able to think of. Nozomi's grief, Dadami becoming a monster, this whole situation, it's all because of me. I have to take responsibility and end this. Just leave it all to me. I spent the rest of the day getting everything ready for my plan and waiting for night to fall. Once it was good and dark, I figured it was time to go to Dadami's room. I have to go to Dadami's room. I have to end this. Oh man, I hate where this has gone. I'm so sorry, Dotomi. Didn't mean for this to happen to you.
Ah!
Dotomi, you're awake in there, right? I'm coming in.
Huh? What's up, Takumi? I thought you didn't want to be friends anymore. You must have decided to join me after all, huh?
Not great at making big decisions, are you? But I guess that's nothing new. I'm glad. It was hard watching you discard Dotomi after everything she's done for you. I'm sorry, Dotomi.
Oh, it's fine. I forgive.
But I can't stay and talk anymore.
Huh?
I came here to stop you. I won't let you absorb me or the others. And how do you propose to do that? You don't seriously believe you can defeat us on your own, do you? The way we are now, even the whole team couldn't take us down. Well, I'm not alone. I brought a friend. Are you sure about this, Takumi? I am. This is how I'll take responsibility and keep everyone safe. The Undying Flame Boy? What are you doing here? We're following the plan, then. Yes, do it! The next moment.
Are you ready, Takumi? I'm going to give the last of my power to you. I'm ready.
Takumi? What are you doing?
Wow, so he's about to just get a huge power boost here.
These flames destroy any and all living matter. That includes me and you. Even with your Retsnom powers, you're still not immune to these.
But why would you set your arm on fire? Do you want them to burn you up as well?
I couldn't make anyone else do this. This is between me and Dotomi. Here I come, Dotomi. This is the end. You and I will both die here.
I threw myself at Dotomi. The undying flame spread to envelop both of us, eating away at every cell in our bodies. Now that the end was here, I felt strangely calm. Should have died that day when I decided to revive Retsnom inside me anyway. Since then, I've been on borrowed time. I think this is still Takumi talking. I should have been the one to have my body consumed from the inside until the creature replaced me completely. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's saying when he decided, but then Dotomi. Okay. For some reason, I was reading it as if it was like, that could be Dotomi saying this, but no. It's still him talking about his decision. Dotomi wanted to spare me that fate, so she'd taken my place. That was the only reason I've survived up until now. So I wasn't afraid to die. No, what I felt most of my final moments was a deep sense of gratitude toward Dotomi, and regret that things couldn't have turned out differently. Day 95, we're still going somehow. How? How's this possible? Huh? I'm alive? Last thing I remember is me and Dotomi burning to death in the undying flames.
Oh.
Takumi, you're finally awake. Takumi, you're all right.
Yeah, but why? Why am I still here? That's what we wanted you to tell us.
Huh?
Back on day 94, there was a huge fire on the roof when we went to check it out.
We found Dotomi and Eito burned to death, and half of you.
Half of me?
The undying flames had already burned away most of your body.
What was left of you was just lying there on the roof. It was quite the grotesque sight.
So, are you saying there was still enough of me for the Revivomatic to bring me back? No, wait. If that was it, I'd have been revived right away. And the announcement just now said it's day 100.
Yeah, maybe it's because you were killed by the undying flames, but the Revivomatic didn't work on you anymore.
Huh?
We tried calling the undying flame boy, but he's also stopped appearing.
Yeah, he used up all his power to help me. But then, why am I alive again now?
Oh.
We found this on the ground beside you.
Damn! So is that like the last bit of Dotomi left inside? Decided to keep me alive with this, maybe? I don't know. Huh? No way. Is this what I think it is?
We thought so too, so we put it on your body and it sank into it. After a few days, the Revivomatic was able to bring you back the rest of the way. In other words, this is a ruby tear.
A ruby tear? Did Dotomi make this? But why? I'd rejected Dotomi and tried to kill her. After all that, why would she do this for me? Wait, never mind that. Is this really day 100? What about the final battle? And the invaders and Veshnes?
It's all right. Calm down. You don't have to worry about any of that.
What?
It wasn't exactly a total victory, but we got the enemy to back off at least.
Mostly, it was thanks to the revived team from the other academy. Revived? I repeated the word in a dull, flat tone, but then the door opened and I understood.
Oh, you really are awake again! Woohoo!
Okay, so is this really like the ruby tier? Can it work multiple times? Or is this going to be some plot twist where all of a sudden it's like, nope, Retsnom actually just survived the attack, absorbed everybody, and then created copies? I don't know.
So, you're Sir Takumi? The one to whom we owe our lives?
We heard you've been working hard all this time to revive us. You did pretty well, for a filthy peasant.
Dying and coming back right before the final battle, though. Talk about a rude awakening.
Moko, Kiyoshika, Karada, Yugamu. So then...
That's right. We took the tier back to second to last Defense Academy and used it on them too. And the Revivomatic did the rest. Thank you so much, Takumi. We never would have been able to bring them back if it hadn't been for you.
I didn't really do anything special.
Hey, this is no time to be modest. You took the ruby tier from Dotomi, didn't ya?
And you're the one who found out how to revive us in the first place, right? I'm so grateful for everything you've done.
No, I really didn't. The words stuck in my throat. Before I could go on, another announcement started playing over the PA system.
The most important moment of this operation will soon begin. Last Defense Academy will now transition to attack mode.
It seems the time has come. I'm sure you must still have a lot of questions.
But you're going to have to save them for now. We can talk all you want once we're safely out of here.
We should go. We've checked the schoolyard and the escape pod is already there. It'll be no laughing matter if we miss it. Come on, Takumi.
Right. Without any further discussion, everyone filed out of the room.
Are you okay, Takumi? You seem a little off. What exactly happened between you and Dotomi that day?
I really don't know. I only knew that I should have died, but somehow I'd survived. Dotomi must have torn me off at the last minute so the flames wouldn't consume me. Thanks to her, part of me had been left intact. Even with only a charred torso, there was still a chance of me being brought back. Dotomi must have realized that possibility and made the ruby tier to help make it a reality. But that wasn't all. This wasn't only about her wanting me to survive. Deep down, I think she wanted it to end the way it did. She said all that to make sure I'd be the one to finish her.
Huh?
None of the legends said what would happen to Retsnom's host, and we were still no wiser about it now. Dotomi had no idea just how dangerous she might become. Maybe that's why she thought it was better for her to die before it was too late. But then, what about the way she'd been acting? Before, Dotomi had pretended to be morbid and insensitive in front of everyone else. She had only felt comfortable being herself around me. Then she'd stopped showing me her more serious, more caring side, almost as if she was doubling down on the act. But what if that was just an act too? Had she been playing the part of the inhuman creature Retsnom so I could kill her without remorse? I have no idea. And now, I guess I never will. In her final moments, in spite of how much her body had changed, was there still a trace of the real Dotomi in there? Or was I just grasping at straws to try and make sense of all of this? I didn't have a definitive answer, or any way of getting one. How could I possibly know how Dotomi had felt, or why she did the things she did? I found myself reminded of something she told me once.
Do you know how other people feel, Takumi?
Huh?
'Cause I don't. No one ever seems to understand me, and I don't get what's going on in their heads either. No one ever knows how anyone else is feeling, really.
And now I'm getting all sentimental. I guess what's really important is how I choose to remember her.
Are you sure you're alright, Takumi? You've been mumbling to yourself for a while now.
Yeah, it's nothing. Come on, we better get going. What was Dotomi at the very end? Was she still a person, or had she really become a monster? If the only thing I can do now is believe in her, then I already have my answer right there. I'll never forget you, Datami. I'll keep you in my heart for as long as I live. I promise. Oh, man. God, what a sad ending. The Retsnom route, how Datami felt. Yeah, probably my new favorite character in the game, to be perfectly honest. Let's see what happens here. So what I do wonder about this choice, if this is really Datami pretending to be the monster and that's why she's doubled down, it's almost like she wants Takumi to think that Retsnom has completely taken over her, but she hasn't actually been taken over. It feels like me accepting her offer is the last thing that she would want. So, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen here. Alright, I'm going to trust you. If you really can bring everyone back and guarantee that we'll all survive, then I'll accept you just the way you are. That is what I've been fighting for after all. It's the reason I allowed you to become like this. I won't abandon you now that the end is in sight. I'm here for you, Datami.
Thank you. Now take my hand.
Yes.
I'm really glad you chose me, Takumi. Nobody has ever accepted me or put me first before. If anyone was going to change that, I wanted it to be you. Thinking about you is what gave me the strength to keep fighting. That's what I remember feeling, anyway.
I took one last breath and reached out for Datami's hand, or rather, Retsnom's tentacle. When we touched, I felt as if my entire sense of self was being drawn into something greater. That was where my consciousness and my existence as I knew it came to an end. Beshness is here. Okay, great. Everyone's here. And Siri's here too, why not?
This will be your final battle. Get through this and humanity will have won the war.
The enemy will be stronger than ever, so give it your all.
Worry not. Those dastards shall become rust on the holy Jumanji sword's blade.
Somebody must have ripped the F section out of my dictionary, because I don't know the meaning of the word failure. Just who do you think you're talking to? This battle will be a cinch for Kadana Usuzuki, scion of the proud Usuzuki clan.
This is it then, the final showdown. And hopefully the last time I'll have to kill unwillingly.
Our long fight is coming to an end. It almost feels anticlimactic.
It can't end soon enough if you ask me. I'm tired of being forced to fight for humanity's filthy ambitions. I only hope I'll also be free of that duty soon.
Even a piece of trash like me has people waiting for him. I can't wait to see Leo again. We made it this far. Now we just have to finish it. Oh man, the girls are gonna be all over me when this is over. And I'm going to retire to a farm in the middle of nowhere to live in peace with my dear sister.
Don't get ahead of yourselves, everyone. We haven't won yet.
We're totally gonna though. I'm so fired up, nothing's gonna stop me.
It has been an honor to fight alongside all of you. Now let's kill invaders together one last time. Don't hype it up so much. It's making me nervous. Once Veshness shows up, I'll take the lead. I've got another poison gas trap primed and ready. Let's win this and I'll go home together.
You bet we will. I see. So this is the choice you made, Takumi. It is. That's what I remember anyway. All right, then I'll support you to the very end. When all is said and done, I'm still your friend.
You ready, Takumi?
Yeah, let's do this, everyone. For the last time, defensive battle initiate. It is kind of interesting that we're actually going through the battle itself.
Veshness doesn't seem to have arrived yet. Trying to wear us down with her minions. Classic evil overlord move. What say we draw her out, Takumi?
Sounds good. Let's take these small fry out, everyone.
Yeah! Moko Mania's really running wild now! These freaks are so insolent. It's time they learn some respect!
At this rate, even the final boss will pose no threat. Perchance the sunlight is damaging to their wicked souls.
This is no time to kid around.
Looks like we've got company.
You're right. There she is.
We all looked to where Moko was pointing. Supreme Commander was walking calmly toward us as if she owned the place. Then, she stopped right in front of us as we all stood on guard. She's no problem to us.
Last time we met, you had the gall to attack me with poison. Allow me to pay you back for that.
Well, we're gonna do it again, so sucks for you.
But wait, why are the soldiers I killed back among you?
Doesn't matter, don't ask questions.
It's weird, huh? I wonder if you can figure it out.
Impudent invaders! You used one of our planet's forbidden techniques, didn't you?
What? No, that doesn't sound like us.
Just how much do you have to take from us before you're satisfied? That power belongs to me!
Wow, she's really mad about this.
Then it's time to use my power. You! I promise to support you to the very end, no matter what decision you made. Now, do it! Use my power! I saved up extra especially for times like this.
You really think you can kill me?
Yes.
The only one dying today are you!
No. The Ghost Boy's Undying Flame attack comes first. We'll weaken Veshnes with the energy he stored up.
Goodbye, everyone. This is the last of my power!
How dare you do this to me? Curse you!
Next up is the trap. Leave it to me. Nozomi, her reactions are getting slower. Put it by the side of her. Got it. Thanks.
Oh, sorry.
Curse you! Curse you all! My lungs, my whole body feels tainted. Like it's being eaten away. Is this that poison again?
Nice job, Nozomi. You weakened her even more.
Onward, friends! Our victory is practically assured now!
This is the final push. Give it everything you've got, guys. Yeah!
Give it up, Veshnes. We've won.
How can I be defeated? I am superior. Is this the power of that bizarre arm? What kind of insane power did you get your hands on? Yo! Sorry, but you don't need to know that.
Now it's time for me to absorb you too.
Oh my god. That is dark.
What are you doing? Get away! What's going on? This is no mere absorption ability.
You're going to be one of us now.
No! Stop it! Stay away! Get out of my body!
Shh, now. There's nothing to be scared of. Everything will be okay. I promise. Just relax and let it happen.
Oh my god. Well, I'm disturbed.
Good morning, Takumi.
Huh? When did I fall asleep?
Yo! You must have been really tired. You've been working so hard. You've experienced so much death and despair, but you've overcome all of it to end up here. I know how hard it's been for you. I am you now, after all.
Yeah, of course.
But you don't have to carry that burden anymore. I'm going to take everything and everyone into myself. Once I do that, there will be no more war, no more fighting. We can all live in peace, free from the fear of death.
Is that your new goal?
Yes, all the people in the artificial satellite, all the living beings I could find. I'll absorb them all, along with their memories. We'll all become one. No one will ever have to die, no more grief or painful goodbyes. And you won't have to suffer anymore either.
That does sound good, but are you sure you can handle it?
Yo! Don't worry, I'm not about to kill myself. I've wanted to die a ton of times throughout my life, but never gone through with it. I guess that's part of why I was so compatible with Retsnom. I really was the perfect host for it.
Huh. I guess it's settled then.
That's right. You don't have to worry about a thing. I'll make you happy, Takumi. I'll make everyone happy.
This is still kind of sad though. 'Cause I don't know how much of this is her, how much of this is Retsnom talking.
I'll take all your pain away and create a new world, just for us.
Thank you, Darumi.
Come on, it's time to go. The others are waiting for us at the escape pod. They're all there. They're just waiting on you and me.
Great. I'm so glad we all get to go back together.
We're finally going to leave this place. We're going to leave it all behind. All the fighting, the pain, and sorrow. No more life or death decisions. No more death.
Congratulations, Takumi! You finally got your happy ending. From now on, we'll never have to be apart. And we'll keep everyone safe from all the bad things in the world. I love you, Takumi. Now let's both be happy together. Forever.
Damn. Damn. That final forever was... Ugh. It's almost a little chilling to hear. Retsnom route, we are one. Oh. Well, there we go. That's the end of the Retsnom route, and I'm gonna be honest, probably my favorite route in the game so far. Just so much about it that was so well done. Darumi as a character, so much more interesting. The voice actress too, I think, did a really great job in some of the scenes that she was allowed to sort of expand outside of the typical Darumi voice. Like even just that final line, like I said, the way she flipped from that sweet kind of soft sounding voice to the forever at the end, that route was really crazy. I'm a little disappointed in the fact that when we released Retsnom normally, we didn't actually get to try to see if we could get it to create the ruby tier, almost like keeping it as a pet, but I think it just goes to show that, like the name implies, backwards monster, it's not something you can just control. It wants to feed, it wants to keep growing and basically absorb everything that it possibly can, so it does make sense why we weren't able to keep it under control. So now going back even further to day 3, and we're going to choose to not reveal the secret of Takumi traveling back in time. What I'm really curious about is how is Takumi going to explain all of this, I wonder. As I've mentioned before, I think this timeline is going to be most interesting in the fact of Veshness, I'm pretty sure, is not now going to know about time travel, so everything should play out similar to the original timeline, I would assume. I want to get everyone on my side. I should really tell them the truth. But it's not like they'll all believe I'm a time traveler right away. Even if they did, that could come with its own problems. If they learn about the future, history will change again.
If you change too much, you won't be able to predict what will happen as easily as before. You could probably help the others avoid making the same mistakes as before without telling them everything.
Oh, sorry.
Of course, there's no way of knowing if that's the right choice either.
Being able to predict what will happen next is a huge advantage. I didn't want to lose that, especially not if it could help me guide everyone toward a brighter future. With that in mind, I did the only thing I could. Why'd you clam up all of a sudden? Answer us.
How'd you know Eito was a traitor?
Well, I lied to them. Last night I went to Eito's room to talk to him about what we were going to do here. And I just happened to see his diary left open on his desk. He'd written out his whole plan in it.
Huh? That's not what you told...
I gave Sire a sharp look. I hoped that he would see the message in my eyes. I'll explain later. Anyway, that's how I found out what Eito was up to. Everyone exchanged dubious glances. They clearly weren't sure whether to believe me or not.
Well, it's not important how you got this information. What we really need to do is figure out if he really is a traitor or not.
Hey, you're right!
Let's go hear what Eito has to say about it.
I agree with my dear sister.
The others nodded in agreement. They all started filing out of the war room.
What? Don't you guys believe me?
Sire ran off after them, leaving just me and Hiriko. For some reason, she was looking at me with an odd, confused expression.
Why?
She muttered that single solitary word to herself, then left. Did she say why? Why what? Oh. Are we going to explore the fact that she knows about the other timelines? Maybe she's remembering another timeline where I mentioned that I'm from the future, and so now she's curious as to why I've changed that. Interesting concept, if that's where they're going with that. Well, whatever. I'd better go off after the others myself. They said they were going to talk to Eito. That means they're heading for the courtyard. I found Sire waiting for me in the hallway.
I thought about it and realized there was no need for me to get involved. It's no skin off my nose if the others want to get Aotsuki's side of the story. What's he gonna tell them? You're being tricked? Sire and Takumi are lying to you? Even if he did say something like that, he's got no evidence to back it up. I, on the other hand, have footage of his sudden change in demeanor and everything he said last night. Let them talk to him if they want. You and I have other things to discuss.
Let me guess. You want to know why I didn't tell them the truth.
That's right.
I explained my thought process to Sire. If everyone found out about what was coming, the future would change again. To maintain the advantage my foreknowledge gave me, I decided to keep them in the dark for now.
Didn't you come back because you wanted to change the future, though?
Yeah, but to a future where all of us survive. If I can't do that, there's no point in any of this. I want to be the light that guides us toward that future.
I see. In other words, your ultimate objective is for everyone to watch the final attack together with smiles on their faces, yes?
Not exactly. I really couldn't care less about the final attack. But he had the part about everyone being right there right, so I just kept quiet and nodded.
I like it. Your interest and mine match up perfectly. So what do you say we work together? I'll keep it a secret from the others that you came from the future. If it'll help the Special Defense Unit function more efficiently, I'm more than happy to practice a little deception.
You are? I'm shocked. You never deceived us before. Oh, wait a minute. Thanks, I appreciate it.
One more thing, how much do you know about our mission here exactly?
And so I told Sire how things went down during my original 100 days at the Academy. Starting with what happened when I went to second to last Defense Academy and met Nigo and the other team members. Then the revelations that followed, World Death, Cryptoglobin, the Exodus Project, and the artificial satellite. And of course, the fact that the boy made of undying flames we'd spoken with last night was what, or rather who, was in the defense room. I told him more or less everything I knew. The only thing I left out was what I learned about Nozomi. The secrets she'd shared that first time were between me and her.
I see. And is that all?
Is that all? You mean there's more?
What? No, of course not.
Yeah, no deception my ass.
You've already learned a crazy amount of stuff. That's enough, isn't it?
Actually, there was still something that was bothering me.
Right. That's what you think the truth is. You've got it all wrong, though.
Anyway, I'd better get going. I'll pretend like we never had this conversation, all sneaky-like. Sneaky, incognito, reliable, ethical, inside man. That's me!
Sire hurried away, looking more suspicious than sneaky. Do I really not know the whole truth yet? Was Eito right? Well, even if he was, it's no use asking him now. This version of him has only been here for 3 days. He doesn't know all the things he told me in the defense room back then. Still, though. Maybe I'll go talk to him anyway. Everyone else is probably there already.
Oh, hey Takumi.
Eito fessed up already. He told us everything. Yeah, he said we look like a bunch of freaky monsters to him. For me, that's actually a compliment. Practically a promotion, in fact. Most of the time I'm more on the level of something a monster would leave in its litter box.
You're monster poop, but that's interesting in a whole different way.
His hatred of mankind seems to be the real deal at any rate.
He even said we should all be destroyed.
It all lines up with what you and Sire told us.
What are we gonna do with him now? Chuck him in a barrel of used needles and see what he catches? What do you think we should do, Hiriko?
Ooh, yes, you've been awfully quiet today, Miss Shizuhara. Something on your mind?
No, not really.
Hiriko's eyes darted toward me, almost like she was watching to see how I'd handled all this.
I'll go along with whatever you say, Mr. Sutico. Would you like his appendix? I'll bring it to you on a silver platter.
Why just the appendix?
I'll leave the decision to Takumi. You're the one who stopped Ato last night. You could have killed him then, but you didn't. I can only assume you had a good reason for sparing him.
Honestly, I don't think I did. It just didn't feel right to kill another human being in cold blood. I don't know, though. Was that really all there was to it?
I know an insignificant pile of monster poop like me has no right to weigh in on this. But I think we should let Ato live too. He seems really smart, so if we play our cards right, he might be useful to us.
We gotta respect life, too. Even soup stock carries the soul of the veggies used to make it. What? What an interesting metaphor.
Huh?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Agreed on letting Ato live then. He shouldn't be a threat so long as he stays in his cage. It's got some kind of weird tech to negate his powers. So I don't get to rip out his appendix. If this were a killing game, he'd be a perfect candidate for the first murder victim.
Ato's like, good, she wants to kill me. I love that. The matter was decided. Ato would be kept in his cage in the courtyard from now on. As the others left, no one spared a word for the prisoner himself. All they gave him was brief glares of contempt. Takumi, you did come here from the future, didn't you? You seem intent on hiding it now, but that's what's going on here, isn't it? You're keeping it secret from the others. It's okay, you don't have to explain why. I can figure that part out for myself. Unlike the rest of them, I'm not an idiot. Did they tell you my story about reading your plan in your diary? Oh yes, I could tell right away you'd made up some excuse. So I went along with it. I told them I really did keep a diary and that I'd written down my plan to kill Sirei in it. I played the part perfectly, if I do say so myself. But why? It almost feels like he's gonna use that against me later. Why though? What's your angle? What indeed? Maybe I just didn't want to let them in on the truth. What really happened that night is a secret between you and me now. Technically, Sirei and the creature reads in flames know too, but still. In other words, he saw an opportunity and took it. He's holding on to this information until he can use it to his advantage. Speaking of that thing made of undying flames... Stop right there. I don't have to tell you anything. I'm asking the questions here. The you I fought in the future said that you learned the truth about this war. A truth not even I knew. Do you have any idea what that could have meant? I'm not the same person you knew in that timeline. I'm as clueless as you are. Not that I wouldn't like to know why humanity is forging such an abhorrent war. Of course, you could tell me that yourself, couldn't you? I left without saying any more. I looked back just once. Ato was watching me intently, his eyes alight with intelligence and malice. That afternoon, after lunch, we made our way to the war room to speak to Sirei. Never did get a chance to get you to spill the beans about the truth this morning.
You are going to tell us, aren't you?
When we asked yesterday, you said it wasn't something you could decide on your own.
Yeah!
Which means there's someone above you calling the shots, right? Yeah, but don't sweat it. I got permission. I'll tell you everything.
Alright then.
No time like the present, I say.
Go ahead and tell us. What's going on here?
Sirei nodded and began his explanation. None of it was new information to me, though. It was the same stuff I'd learned during my first 100 days. World Death, Cryptoglobin, the Exodus Project, the artificial satellite, the boy made of undying flames and his physical body in the defense room. The existence of Second to Last Defense Academy and the 5 other fighters there. It all felt so familiar. There was nothing there to surprise or unnerve me. Everybody else was just as shocked as I'd expected, though. When it was all done, they stood there dumbfounded, trying in vain to take it all in. By the time Sirei had finished his explanation, the whole day had passed us by.
So, what exactly does all that mean for us?
Weren't you listening? We're about to hold a killing game, duh!
Nobody said anything about that.
In other words, we need to defend this school for the next 97 days.
Oh god, 97 days. I could do this. I could do this.
When we do that, the missiles that the baby has been charging up will be launched. One final attack to wipe out all remaining life.
Including the invaders.
And that'll stop world death once and for all?
It's basically like winning a killing game in a worldwide MMO scale.
But we ain't gonna get caught up in it ourselves.
Right before the attack, we'll board an escape pod.
And take off into outer space. Then we'll join the rest of humanity back on the artificial satellite. I knew you guys would get it. How could you not when I explained it so well?
For some reason, Hideko remained silent through all this. She refused to even make eye contact with any of us. It seemed like she was thinking hard about something.
And this explanation has helped elevate your will to fight to a whole new level, am I right? Hell yeah, I'm ready for this.
Let's kill a whole bunch of invaders.
Yeah, you've convinced me. If it means making it back to the satellite alive, then I'm in.
I'll give it my best shot. I might need a couple of barf bags, though. I'll fight, too. I'll do whatever it takes to protect my dear brother.
What? But sister dearest.
Don't try to stop me. You can say what you want, but my mind's made up.
I don't think I've ever heard you speak so forcefully. I guess that's that then. How about you, Shoma? Honestly, I don't think a festering dung beetle like me will be of any real use. But I felt this weird surge of power pulsing through my body last night. I feel like I've been descended to the level of, I don't know, a festering stag beetle. Yeah, man, that's the spirit. Takumi, Hideko, you two have been fighting right from the start, so I guess there's no point in asking you, huh?
We'll be fighting with a full team in our next defensive battle then.
Seems that way. Let's all work together and wipe out those rotten invaders. Ooh yeah, I'm really feeling it now. Come on, let's do a motivational cheer to celebrate. All together now.
Special Defense Unit, best in the world, indestructible and undefeated. Never lose, never yield. Special Defense Unit, fight on!
When did we talk about this, guys? How did this happen? Unfortunately, or perhaps fortunately, I didn't get caught up in the pep rally mood they had going on. In my last timeline, Gaku, Tsubasa, Shoma, and the twins hadn't made up their mind to fight until much later. Had hearing the truth really motivated them that much? Or did their sudden boost in power have more to do with it, like in Shoma's case? Was the juiced up cryptoglobin flowing through them giving them more confidence than before? Either way, I was grateful I wouldn't have to convince them to fight all over again. At the same time though, this could mean history would change again, deviating from the future I knew even more. When I thought of it that way, I couldn't help feeling uneasy. I felt an intense gaze on me. I looked around and locked eyes with Hideko. She was looking back at me, also with a weirdly uneasy look on her face. I'm really hoping we learn more about Hideko in this timeline now, what her gift is as well. The meeting in the war room came to a close. After a somber late dinner, the others decided to turn in for the night. I did the same and returned to my room. I lay down on my bed to just space out for a while, but then I got up and went to the door to greet my late night visitor. Yeah, I figured. I feel like she's gonna talk to me about it because she's confused about why I didn't tell everybody about it. Hideko, what's up?
I wanted to ask you about something.
Oh? What is it?
After we spoke to Eito in the courtyard, I went back to his room. I searched it from end to end, but I didn't find any diary. You've been lying to us, haven't you?
What? Me? Lie? I don't know what you're talking about.
You're from the future. You traveled back in time somehow and ended up here. That's how you really knew what Eito was up to. Am I wrong?
It's really interesting too because there might be some people after you play through the first timeline on the other side of this decision, like maybe get one of the endings, you might come back here first and go, alright, since things change, let's go back and make sure things don't change, since that's how Veshness learned about time travel and all that. And so to all of a sudden have Hideko come in out of nowhere and just, I know all of this stuff, it would throw a lot of people off, I would think. But because we already know about this from the Box of Calamity route, it's going to be interesting to see how this is utilized. Because since she's so logical as well, I'm sure she's going to understand Takumi's reasoning of we don't want the future to change. Being confronted with the truth so abruptly threw me for a loop. My face tensed up and my palms began to sweat. My arms felt heavy. There's vomit on my sweater already. It was my mom's spaghetti. Where did that come from? Can you possibly know that? I realized too late that I shouldn't have said that. It was practically admitting she was right. Hideko must have realized it too. Although in her case, she seemed to relax a little.
I thought so. Well, that's all I wanted to know. I'll be going now.
Hey, come back! Tell me what this is all about. I knew you were acting weird today, ever since yesterday when I lied to the others, actually. When they all left, you stayed behind, and you asked why. You didn't look happy either. What did you mean by that? Just how much do you know anyway? Hideko didn't answer. She just looked away. Her brows were furrowed and she was biting her lip in thought. We stood there in silence for a while until she gave a sigh and spoke up again.
Let me sleep on it. I'll tell you everything tomorrow, if I don't change my mind before then.
You will?
Yes. But I'll tell you one thing right now. Two, in fact. Keeping your time travel secret from the others was probably the right choice. The same goes for not killing Ato.
Oh. Interesting. So she also remembers stuff from the timeline where we kill Ato, too. Huh. Huh?
Until tomorrow, then.
With that, Hideko left the room, leaving me alone with my confusion and angst.
Aha! Now that you've had your breakfast, I have two very important announcements to make.
Announcements?
First of all, I've decided to give you the run of the school. Every classroom is now unlocked. I'd originally planned to open them up little by little, but I was really touched by your show of determination yesterday. Consider this your reward.
Awesome! This is our first try in the guillotine room.
Whatever that is, we don't have one here. What about the second announcement? In order to make you a more efficient fighting unit, you need a team leader. The invaders have commanders, so we should have one too. And that position goes to... Seriously? You want me to be the leader?
Gaku. Silence.
Nobody said anything yet. Yeah, besides, it's Sumino.
Huh? Me?
You exposed the traitor in our midst and saved your commanding officer from a terrible fate. You've also demonstrated your ability to rally others behind you. Your personality makes you a perfect candidate too. What do you guys think? Any objections?
I think it's a good idea. Yeah, I'm fine with it.
I'll cast my vote for Takumi too. Although in my case, it's probably only worth 0.000000001% of a normal vote. It's always the Red Ranger that leads the team in those hero shows. Takumi's got red hair, so he should do fine. My dear sister and I dress in red too, but Mr. Sumino's probably the better choice.
I had a vision that this would happen. Takumi will lead all us toward a brighter future.
Fine, if that's how you all feel, I'll step down and let Takumi take over. I'm the more cool outsider type anyway.
Gaku.
Silence. How about you, Shizuhara?
Hideko took a moment to think about it before answering.
I have no reason to oppose this decision.
Good enough for me! Takumi Sumino, I hereby confer upon you the position of captain of the Special Defense Unit. I expect you to help your team members grow and lead them all toward a spectacular victory.
What was I supposed to say? Thanks but no thanks? I don't think anyone would have let me weasel out of it like that. Instead, I resigned myself to the inevitable and nodded. Yeah, okay, I'll do my best. I mumbled a half-assed acceptance. Everyone said things like, "Nice to meet you, Captain," or "Don't let us down, Captain." I think they were just teasing me, though. After a few slaps on the back and a couple on the ass, they filed out of the cafeteria. I get Takamaru, because it seems like that type of guy, but why did Dadami do it? Ah, whatever. Last to leave was Hideko. I hurried over to her before she could get out the door. Hideko, wait!
What is it?
What do you think it is? We're supposed to talk. You told me you'd tell me what you've been hiding today.
I don't remember making any such promise.
What?
I said I'd tell you everything if I didn't change my mind. I thought about it all last night, and unfortunately for you, I did change my mind.
You've got to be kidding me.
I have never kid anyone in my entire life.
Hideko pushed her glasses up on the bridge of her nose for emphasis, just like an anime villain. She looked tired out somehow. I thought you were on my side.
Your side?
You didn't object when Sire made me captain.
That doesn't mean I approve of you. I just thought that if you were leading the team, it would make things easier for me. Much better to have a figurehead in place so no one will bother me.
A figurehead?
In other words, you're a puppet leader.
You could have just taken the position yourself.
I'm really not the type to take the lead. Besides, I've seen this play out before.
What are you talking about?
Forget about what I said last night. Just move forward and do whatever you believe is best.
Damn it, Hideko! I was really hoping to get to learn more about her. Now she's doing this shit. I don't like that. With that, Hideko turned and left. The clacking of her heels echoed throughout the cafeteria, down the halls, and eventually faded away completely. I couldn't stop thinking about what Hideko had said. How did she know I'd travel back in time? She told me to forget all about it, but that was easier said than done. I couldn't focus on anything else. My mind kept drifting back to this mystery. I needed to get the truth out of her. There had to be a way to convince her to tell me what she knew. Having decided that, I wandered all around the school looking for her. By the time I actually found her, the sun had already started to sink below the western horizon. I found Hideko in the war room. Seide was there too. They hadn't noticed me, but seemed to be talking about something serious. I hid behind a nearby pillar, hoping I could listen in on them. In the end, I couldn't hear a thing. If those two were talking in secret, it must be about something important. What were they keeping from me? I was getting more and more curious. I cupped my hand around my ear, but all I could hear was my pulse and the electronic buzzing of the nearby machinery. Damn it. Cursing wouldn't help, I knew that. All I could do was watch them as they carried on their mysterious conversation. I must have stood there like that for a pretty long time. Eventually, Seide handed Hideko something. It was small and fit into the palm of her hand. I couldn't make out what it was from where I was standing. Did she get some kind of allowance from him? No, it couldn't be. Whatever it was, Hideko slipped it into her clothes and left the war room. Seide followed suit a little while after. All that time, I still didn't find out anything useful. What could Hideko have been talking to Seide about? What was that thing he gave her? I should go after her. I still have so many questions that need answering. It was past 11 p.m. by the time I headed back to the roof. I was still reluctant to give up and go to bed though, so I decided to knock on Hideko's door instead. But when I got there, there was no one there. It was like Hideko had disappeared completely. This is ridiculous. Just where did she go? As I stood there wondering to myself, I heard a noise. It sounded like propellers? I looked over the railing and down into the schoolyard. There, hovering near the wall of fire, was a drone with a fire extinguisher mounted to it. Standing next to it. Hideko! Hideko activated the extinguisher and created a hole in the wall. She stepped through it and out into the night. Where's she running off to now? I scrambled down the stairs, hoping it wasn't too late to catch her. I arrived in the entrance hall, and sure enough, one of the fire extinguishers was missing. I grabbed the remaining one and headed outside. Once I was past the wall, I walked around for a while, but I didn't see any trace of Hideko. Guess I shouldn't be surprised. She could be anywhere out here. But now that I'd come this far, I couldn't just give up. Between what she told me last night and her conversation with Seide today, Hideko had a lot of explaining to do. I wanted to know why she was wandering off around school grounds at night too. Just what is she up to? Still glancing around, I made my way down a narrow alley between two crumbling old buildings. That's when I saw it.
So what?
As I was turning a corner, I caught sight of someone. They were a pretty long distance away. It was dark too, so I couldn't make out any details. But even from behind, it was obvious enough who it was. Hideko. She was standing outside the entrance to a building on the edge of the town ruins. It didn't look like a house. It's probably some kind of office or facility. She looked around her one last time before slipping inside and disappearing from view. I hurried after her. What is she doing? Oh, wait a minute. Is this the place where that device is? Interesting. So she's coming here. I wonder why she's coming here. What is this place? Guess I'll head inside. I went through the entrance gate and headed toward the main building. I opened the door as slowly and quietly as I could and went inside. Right away, I noticed that one of the doors in the hall was slightly ajar, and light was spilling out from the room beyond. I crept closer and peered through. What the? My hand shot up to cover my mouth. I'd almost said that out loud. Hideko was in there all right, but she hadn't noticed I was here yet. I noticed some kind of large machine casing a few feet away from the door. I darted in and stuck behind it. What is happening? Like, what is she here for? With a sigh of relief, I took another look around the room. It was packed with weird-looking machinery, most of it rusting or broken. Maybe this was a research lab once? Doesn't look like it's been used in a long time. I poked my head out from my hiding place to see what Hideko was doing. She seemed to be operating one of the machines, pausing every now and then to adjust her glasses.
That should do it. Now.
She walked over to a giant locker and pulled the door open. Inside were, well, they were some kind of all-body suits, like what deep-sea divers or astronauts would wear. Oh shit. Wait, so does that mean any time that we've seen somebody who's in one of those suits, it's because somebody traveled over here from a different timeline? That's kind of a revelation right there. There were several hanging in that locker, more than 10 at least. There were helmets too, old-timey, heavy-looking ones. Hideko grabbed a suit and a helmet and took them out of the locker. Wait, she's not going to change right here, is she? Thought of being here while she undressed got me really really nervous, I mean. Luckily, or unluckily, she didn't actually strip down, but put the suit on over her clothes.
There, ready to go. I'm running out of time if I don't make the leap soon.
Did she say leap? What was that all about? At the back of the room was a control console of some kind. Hideko walked up to it and brought her fist down on a big red button. That done, she stepped up to a circular platform next to the machine. She got to the center of it and stood there. Then particles of light started to fill the space around her. Huh? Wait a minute! What the heck? I had no idea what was going on. My pulse was racing. My mind was drawing a complete blank. There was just one thought in my head. One thought and a rising sense of panic. Hideko was going to disappear. I'd never see her again. I couldn't let that happen.
Hideko!
Huh?
Oh, we're screwed. What? Holy shit. Well, this is definitely not where I thought this timeline was gonna go. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised, because if we just went back in time, we decided not to tell anybody that I traveled back in time, and so we just made decisions that gave us better outcomes, but basically everything played out similar to the first timeline. I guess that would be a little bit boring, so yeah, let's have Takumi instead jump into another timeline. I'm not really sure what happened after that, but when I came to... Oh god, what happened to his face? I was on the floor, and Hideko was holding me in her arms. At least, I think it was Hideko. She had a helmet on, so I couldn't tell for sure. The next moment, though, that question was answered.
Takumi, are you alright? Get a hold of yourself!
It was muffled, but it was unmistakably Hideko's voice. I felt a wave of relief wash over me, followed by a sharp pain.
What were you thinking? Jumping in without a leap suit?
What's a leap suit?
Leap suit? Is that what the thing you're wearing is called?
Yes. If you perform a parallel leap without one of these, it puts an incredible amount of strain on your body.
Oh, that's why I feel like shit right now.
What's a parallel leap?
She didn't answer. Because of the helmet, I couldn't see what kind of expression she had on her face.
What are you doing here?
I followed you. I had some questions for you, about 100 of them at least. Although now it's more like 200.
At least your head wasn't seriously damaged. How's the rest of your body?
I can't feel any pain,
Oh, well, that's good.
but I also can't feel anything in my legs either.
Oh, that's probably not good.
It feels numb. I don't think I can move. I feel really cold and nauseous too.
If you're going to throw up, do it after I leave.
What? You're gonna leave me here?
Leave? Where are you going?
Back to the academy.
You're going back already? Why?
I don't have time to explain. It's already past midnight.
Midnight? What day is it now then?
Day 5, technically.
Late night, day 4, or early morning, day 5?
What does it matter? Are you trying to waste my time? Ugh, I have to go.
You stay here and rest. I mean it. Don't you dare move from this spot.
Hideko stepped away from me and made her way to a nearby locker. Not the locker she'd taken the leap suit from, a different one. She opened the door, revealing 2 drones, both fitted with fire extinguishers. Huh? 2? That didn't seem right. If Hideko used one of them to leave the school, where did the other one come from? I'd left the extinguisher I used outside, leaning against the wall. It couldn't have ended up in here somehow, could it? While I was still trying to make sense of everything, Hideko grabbed one of the machines and rushed out the door, still wearing her leap suit. After lying there for a while, the feeling started coming back to my legs. Pretty soon I was able to move around again, got to my feet. I'm still in the same place I was before, right? Looks the same anyway. What happened when I dove into that circle of light after Hideko? And how long did I black out for? It didn't feel like very long, a minute at most. What could have happened during that minute? No use thinking about it now. I should go after Hideko. Hideko's like, don't you leave this spot, you understand? Takumi's like, I understand nothing. I went to the locker and took out the other extinguisher drone. The pain hadn't completely faded yet, but I pushed through it and made my way outside. I knew where Hideko was going. She told me herself, back to the academy. I still didn't get why though. Hideko had left the school in the dead of night, went to a weird research lab, then went right back to the school again. What was she doing? What was it all for? I kept pondering these questions as I made my way through the ruins. Eventually, I came inside of a familiar territory, Last Defense Academy, standing there just like I'd left it. Now, where's Hideko? Huh? Isn't this classroom usually locked? Looks like I can get inside now. Oh, interesting. It's funny, I talked about that one classroom a long time ago, and now all of a sudden we're able to get in? Huh? What is that? Several desks were lined up in the strange classroom, and there's something lying on top of one of them. Something vaguely human-shaped under a white sheet. I slowly walked up to it, grabbed the white sheet, and pulled it off.
Eito?
Oh, did we jump to the timeline where I killed him? Maybe?
No, it can't be. He was shut up in his cage. There's no way he could have gotten out. So then how? How did he get here? And why is he dead?
But before I could do anything, a loud noise erupted from somewhere else in the school. It sounded like it came from above me. Confused and bewildered, I rushed into the hall and up the stairs. When I got to the 3rd floor, I heard the noise again. It's coming from the infirmary. What is going on here? I'm so confused. Somebody was collapsed in one corner of the room. She still had the weird suit on, but her helmet was gone now. I could see her face clearly. It was Hideko. I scrambled over to her and propped her up, just like she'd done for me earlier.
Hideko, are you okay? Come on, hang in there.
I shook her shoulders and her eyelids fluttered open. When she saw me, her eyes went wide with shock. And then, for some reason, she kicked me in the stomach. I went flying like a rag doll. I smacked into a corpse recovery drone and it fell to the ground with a clatter. Ow! Pain! And that wasn't the end of it either. When I looked up, Hideko was standing right in front of me. Why? She reached down and began squeezing my neck hard. Felt like she was trying to wrench my head clean off.
Hideko, what are you doing? Please, stop it!
I tried to pry her hands off me, but I wasn't strong enough. Whatever happened in the research facility had taken too much of a toll on me.
Please, Hideko, at this rate, I'm really gonna...
I never got to finish. Next moment, I blacked out completely. What the hell, Hideko? What did I do to deserve that? I don't know how much time passed after that. My consciousness drifted back at some point for a little while. Everything was still kind of fuzzy though. My vision was blurry. It's hard to make out what was going on around me. But I had the vague impression of someone standing in front of the Revivomatic. It was Hideko. There's a corpse recovery drone on the floor next to her. Was somebody inside? Couldn't tell from where I was. I tried to sit up, but in the state I was in, I couldn't even lift my head up. So I just lay there and watched. The last thing I saw was the recovery drone getting sucked into the larger machine. And then, everything went black again. This whole timeline has just gotten so confusing. The next time I woke up, it was a lot more sudden and more violent. Ow! I was on my feet, forced to stand with my arms held behind my back. Don't tell me. Was all that just an act?
People do tell me I have a talent for inhabiting a character.
You sure fooled me.
It's me. I was Hideko all along.
Yeah, I know. I looked over at the Revivomatic. It was empty and the drone from before was gone.
I only wish this was just a play. Then maybe we could rewrite the script so I wouldn't make such a terrible mistake.
A mistake?
I couldn't save him.
I had no idea what Hideko was talking about, but it felt like it would be a bad idea to press her on it. Her voice was small and fragile in a way I hadn't heard before.
Well, we're done here. Let's get going. We're going back to where we belong.
What? Hideko, I am so confused. Please answer my questions. Wait, Hideko, tell me what's going on. Why are we going back there?
You mean the lab?
This is some kind of research facility, right? Just what kind of research do they do here? Hideko wouldn't answer me. She just kept going, leaving me no choice but to follow her. Hideko, please tell me what's going on. I'm so lost. POV, I am Takumi. Jeez. It's bad enough that we're in this lab. Or weird lab, sorry. But also, I saw a body back at the school.
A body?
Yeah, it was Eito. I saw him with my own 2 eyes. He was in the classroom on the 2nd floor. He'd been drained. He was just a dried up husk.
I see.
Is that all? Aren't you shocked by that?
Not especially.
Seriously? Hideko turned away, shutting down any further conversation. She began flipping switches and turning dials on different pieces of machinery around the room. I trailed after her, asking question after question. And she's just sitting there not answering a damn thing, right? But she ignored me and just kept working. Then she opened up the large locker.
Put this on.
That was the most she'd said to me in a while.
Well, how do you like it?
You called this a leap suit, right?
See how it adjusted to fit your height? That's one of its special functions.
Oh, nice.
It will automatically shrink or stretch to fit the dimensions of whoever wears it.
It's not like I'm insecure about being short or anything.
Well, we should get going. Shorty.
What'd you call me? Hideko stepped away from me. She pressed the red button on the control console and stepped onto the round platform like I'd seen her do before.
Come on, hurry!
She barked an order at me and I instinctively complied.
It'll start any moment now.
What will?
3, 2, 1.
Takumi's just like, what the hell?
It's done.
Huh?
Let's head back.
What? Back where?
Are we going to go through this every time? Where else would we be going back to?
Hideko stepped off the platform and hung up her leap suit in the locker. I did the same, still totally at a loss about what was going on.
Don't tell anyone what you've seen here today. You understand what will happen if you do, don't you?
Behind her glasses, her eyes were filled with murderous intent. I gulped nervously and nodded. It was around 4 a.m. when we got back to the school, and still dark. My list of questions I wanted to ask Hideko was fast approaching 300, but I didn't have the energy to bring any of them up. My body got put through the ringer at the lab, then kicked and strangled shortly after. It was no wonder I was exhausted. She still hasn't apologized for any of that. Oh well, only one thing to do now.
Time to sleep.
I went back to my room and fell onto my bed. All of a sudden, I felt more tired than I had in a long time. I allowed myself to relax and soon fell into a deep, deep sleep. I woke up and went outside, realizing I must have slept away most of the day. I didn't feel so tired or beaten up anymore, but my head was still as fuzzy as ever. Not so much from fatigue as the 300 or so questions swirling around in my mind. For now, I decided to focus on just one of them, and I knew which one. Ato. Well, we do know what's gonna come of that, but I think now might be a good time to go ahead and call it, because I feel like we're about to get into a lot of questions and confusing shit that I don't know if I'm ready for. But man, what an interesting start to this timeline though. Look and see what this one looks like down here. Doesn't seem like we'll have too many choices, but who knows, maybe. But already we're seeing, I think, where this timeline's going to go. It seems like it's going to be a bit more focused on Hideko. Probably the fact that she has this knowledge of these other timelines. I really don't know why. I kind of hope we get the answer to that in this route. But it also does make me wonder, because obviously we've seen those suits before in some other timelines. The only two that I can think of at the moment, there was the Box of Calamity route. I remember Takumi went out following, I think, Hideko when she was taking Kako's body, and he encountered two people in those suits, which could end up being Hideko and Takumi from this timeline, because I'm kind of wondering if maybe we're going to start jumping to other timelines during this route. And then I think the Retsnom route, one of the times Dadami and I were out searching, we encountered somebody in a suit, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I'm very excited to see where this timeline's gonna go. It's not at all where I was expecting it to go, but I guess I should be used to that by now. This game has definitely done a good job of subverting my expectations every single time I make a decision. So yeah, I'm definitely excited to dig into this next time, and I hope you guys are as well. Thank you once again if you've been here all the way to the end, and with all that being said, cue the outro. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching that video. I really hope you enjoyed it. First and foremost, please leave some comments down below with some of your experiences from this game. I love getting to chat with people about how they felt when they played the game. Also, if you have some tips and tricks, that would be much appreciated. Or if you just want to tell me how bad I am at this game, that's fine too, as long as you keep it spoiler free. I also have a review channel where I watch and talk about some of my favorite TV shows and movies, as well as a channel where I talk soccer, so if you want to give those channels a follow, that would be much appreciated. Lastly, if you want to help this channel improve in quality, or if you want to see me play more and more games, I do have a Patreon where all the proceeds will go directly to this channel, and all of this is down in the description below. But with all that being said, I hope you guys have a great day, and I will talk to y'all later. Peace out.